This here is the new Volkswagen Golf GTI. And if, like me, you love driving and you love cars, well, then you must have one. Why and how? Well, that's exactly what we'll tell you in the course of this video. But before we get behind the wheel, here are 3 things that we like about the car and 1 that we don't, and we'll run you through that first. Let's start with things that we like about this car, and first thing is this pull-type door handle. Now in today's day and age, when everything is just pop out, which is not as convenient to use, I like these old school door handles. Good grip, good feel. And then of course you've got this awesome strong door close. Takes you back to that whole German engineering thing. Second thing I like about the Golf GTI is that it might be performance oriented and sport oriented, but it's got rear doors which open reasonably wide, and inside you've got, at least for 2, you've got really comfortable seating, spacious seating, so it makes it a practical car. And not just that, adding to that practicality is in fact this huge big boot. And now to the third thing that we like about the Golf, and again the GTI thing. This is a performance oriented car, and you think that VW will skip on things that matter in terms of comfort and convenience. But no, not here. It's got a really nice comfortable cabin, comfy seats, it's got the good equipment in there, it's got a nice fancy touchscreen system as well. So clearly, VW, it might be a GTI, but there is that bit of luxury and premiumness which is there here. And now to the only negative that we could find in this car before we've driven it is the fact that it runs a 40 profile tire. Now the tire itself is really good, grippy, feelsome, but it's 40. Just this thin thing, which means on Indian roads you'll have to get binoculars to see how far, or you can spot the pothole really early so you can slow down, because if you hit the pothole really hard, chances are you'll of course blow the tire and you'll break this nice looking wheel. So if it were a 55, maybe could have suited the Indian roads better, but otherwise, grip wise and feel wise, great tire. Now the Golf GTI, the steering rack is really quick. It's barely 2 turns lock to lock. And then when you start driving it hard, we're at the handling circuit at NATRAX. What's also surprising is how quick it gets the car to turn it. And you'd expect that this is a car that weighs over 1.5 tons. It's got over 370 Newton meters of torque coming to the front. And so it should ideally understeer through most things on gas and otherwise. But no, this doesn't. Of course, the quick steering rack helps, but what also helps is the fact that it has a trick front differential. It's a limited slip differential, so it helps channel the power so you can exit corners without understeering. And I think that's the kind of joy that a GTI should bring. I mean, of course, the way it sounds. So fantastic steering. Of course, I wouldn't say that it's alive, it's not brimming with feel, but it is linear. You know exactly what the car is doing, so you know how to place it, where to place it, what to do. Wholly enjoyable, no doubt. Now, like we said, this is not exactly a very light car. It's not a small car. It might be a hatchback, but it is a large hatchback. And therefore, you expect that there is some weight and momentum penalties to deal with. But once you start driving it, find the level of grip that is there with these tires, and of course the balance. You can go around faster corners, slower corners, you can get in late, get the rear to step out also, which I really wasn't expecting, because with so much torque, so much power going to the front and the weight, you'd expect that at turn in it would understeer. But look here, you can get it to just simply get the rear out. And of course, so communicative. You know exactly at the lower of your back what the what the car is doing. So you can push it harder. And even when you drive it, what seems like fast and hard, it just seems to have so much more in reserve. It's tremendous fun. Yeah. So great handling, good poise, very good feedback. If you like driving, if you want to go do track days, maybe this is the one you should. And then again, like in the steering, but here too, the trick. You see? It's so nice to just throw it around, and the rear happy or the tail happy nature isn't something that I was expecting, but just allows you to, alter your line, change it the way you want it. It's beautiful. I really like it. Now this is a fast car, lots of torque, lots of power, lots of grip, of course. And then it just kind of fools you into thinking that you're not driving very fast, but you are. That's till you come to a tight corner and you have to get on the brakes. And when you do, you realize the brakes, they have the bite, they have the power, they have the feel. You don't really have to work them hard. It's very easy to modulate. So now even longer corners, if you, at the end of this long straight or curving straight, it's a hard braking zone. And then when you get on the brakes, there is slight bit of twitch, but very, very predictable, very acceptable in that sense. And so you can get on the brakes hard now. The bite, the feel, the ABS calibration, everything works really nice. Now the Golf GTI comes with a 2-liter turbocharged red injection engine. It's an engine that we've seen in various states of tune and in various forms in the VW family cars. Here, it makes over 260 horsepower and 370 Newton meters of torque. So clearly, lots of guts in this engine. And it's coupled to a 7-speed DSG. There is no manual to choose, at least in India. And that's a shame because VW does good manual gearboxes. But here too, this engine, you put it in sport mode, you can use the pedal shifters. The way it revs, the way it sounds, the smoothness and the sound that it makes. Of course, some of it is coming off the speakers, but also its easy revving nature just makes for a very involving driving experience. And it's not just a slab of performance. You can really modulate what you do with that performance to that throttle, because the connect and the linearity of the throttle just allows you to modulate it depending on what kind of corner you're going through, whether you want to balance it out through the corner. Now this is a fast left and I want to just feather the throttle a little so that I'm not losing momentum. It allows me to do that. And that's what you want in a car that's sporty. You want the ability for it to get out of these tight corners with just tremendous ease. And no matter what gear you just step on the throttle. Even if you're in manual mode, it'll kick down and find you the right gear in quick time. There's lots to like about this car, this engine and gearbox combo as well. Just like the handling. It's the whole package, just dynamic package comes together so well. And we're not even on a proper racetrack. We're at the handling circuit at NATRAX, which isn't, it's more technical than it is free flowing, but it's been good fun. Now, like I said at the start, if like me, you enjoy cars, you love cars and you love driving, you have to get yourself the Golf GTI. And I hope in the course of this video, I have managed to explain the how and why of that. But there was one thing that I missed out right at the start, that, like me, if you're getting close to 50, there's even more reason to buy this. You see, if you have this car parked in your garage, then all the years of slogging at work, all those long commutes, all those endless, tedious meetings, those WhatsApp messages, and of course the office politics, the awful office politics, all that will seem worth it, because every time you get inside this car, every time you drive it, you are going to feel good about your purchase. And if you are getting close to 50, clearly you've got grown-up kids, and this can be your one and only, because 6-footers can also fit at the back. So yes, unlike me, if you have the money for it, just buy it.